Well, it's about that time, fellas. Let's do it one more time. What up? What's happening? And welcome in to the DNVR Nuggets Show.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hell yeah, man.
Let's welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome into the Toyota Lounge. We are presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Use code DNVR365 when you sign up. Choose your offer and find out why. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. What is ordinary is us going live in the Toyota Lounge and all of you joining us in the Toyota chat. We appreciate you for hanging out today. Go ahead and make your voice heard with each other. Talk what we're talking about. Talk about something completely different.
I was going to say, or have a completely a conversation that has nothing to do with us.
Chat has a life of its own, but we appreciate each and every one of you for watching. Chatters or silent watchers, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brendan Vogt, and I'm joined by a couple of my dearest friends, my good buddies, and most importantly, my bosses.
That's right.
To my left, it's Harrison Wind.
Did you guys see what time the Nuggets Summer League game is tomorrow?
I hope it's
did.
like at 6 a.m. or something.
Have you seen this, D-Line?
It's worse than that, actually.
So the Nuggets are 0-3 at Summer League, heading into game number 4 tomorrow, which starts at 9 p.m. Mountain Time.
Buckle up for a late post-game show, everyone.
Somebody needs to go to jail.
We can't be doing a post game.
It's probably Adam Silver. No, we're not going to.
Okay, I was going to say. Well, I mean, that assures it'll be their only win.
Oh,
yeah,
De'Ron
exactly.
Holmes for 40.
The most electric game ever played in Summer League.
Boo Booey, 10 threes.
If we do,
A 9 p.m. start, so 8 p.m. in Vegas. That still seems crazy.
well, it's Vegas, you know.
It is Vegas, but
We had a 10:45 dinner reservation.
it's awesome how much the Summer League Nuggets are just sort of. It's like when they do the schedule, they're like, "Oh, we forgot about Denver." Okay,
for sure.
Late night game in Cox Pavilion, done. Find an
But the
opponent.
funny thing is, they're in Thomas and Mack.
Are
on
they
Thursday.
really?
Yeah.
They're in Thomas and
So you
Mack?
guys can play in the main arena, but you got to play at 8 p.m.
That's amazing.
And you got to lock up afterwards. You sweep the place up when you're
Be out of
done.
there by 10:15 on the dot.
Also, I don't want to interrupt this tangent, but there's a great chat in there. The nicest thing anyone's ever said to Kale, who's not here today and can't see it. It says, "I love you, Kale. You're the best dude on this show. You're my goat for real."
What?
And he's not here to
Hold
enjoy
on, let's
it.
make sure that's not
That's probably Kale.
That's
Kale?
probably Kale, right? No Kale.
That's probably.
Fire it down, Kale.
No
Chill
Kale.
out.
We are hanging out with super producer Tiff today, and Tiff, we do have. We're gonna start on a solemn note. It's a goodbye from our friend Mr. Vlatko Chanchar, who posted this on Instagram, and I think our friend Ryan Blackburn put it out on Twitter. But it's Vlatko saying goodbye, and obviously we had him on our show where we interviewed him, and he basically said goodbye. But he said, "Thank you, Denver, to take a chance on a kid from Copper. Is it Copper, Slovenia, believing in me, creating me as a person and a basketball player. A big hug and thank you for the memories, all the memories through the good and the bad in this beautiful 6 years. I've met a lot of great people, some connected with basketball and a lot outside the court. So thanks to you as well. I can say Denver is my second home. You will always have a fan for life, and hopefully our paths will cross down the road again. So it is not a goodbye, but a see you later." Jamal commented with a heart, by the way. Jamal Murray saying goodbye
Bruce
to
Brown
Vlatko.
also gave a cry emoji.
Oh, there we go. Tiff has it up, which is awesome because she had in there's the picture, right? The picture of the
set.
7.
He used that.
I love that he included that
He
picture.
included this, which is
He put
incredible.
like 6 pictures in there or something. This is one of them.
It's a perfect picture. I'm glad Vlatko was a part of that. But you know what's really crazy is if you look at this picture,
I know.
guys, count how many people are left.
Are we down to 1 or 2?
2.
2. Jamal Murray and the big fellow Jokic. Vlatko Chanchar is gone. Michael Malone.
Bro.
Well,
Is-
it
I mean,
depends,
so yeah,
it
this
depends on if you count Michael Porter's legs, which are also in that photo. They're
But
cropped out
guess
a
what?
little bit.
He's
Out.
gone too.
Yeah.
But the photo really could be regarded as the 8.
That is true.
Point.
That's a good point.
The 8, and now we're down to 2 from 8. Dude.
Mike somehow foot bombing this photo.
It's incredible.
It's really right
So
on
Michael
brand.
Porter.
Foot in the wrong spot again.
So you guys, Vlatko, gone. Michael Malone, gone. Torrey Craig, long gone. Gary Harris, exchanged for the next Mr. Nugget. PJ Dozier, who I don't know if he's still playing in Serbia.
I assume he's playing with somewhere that Tim
Probably
Connolly's in charge.
Minnesota.
And of course, Monte Morris, who, by the way,
Free agent.
still a free agent. Nuggets do
man.
still have
Probably
a roster
Minnesota.
spot.
Yo, I would-
Nuggets do still need a guard.
I would absolutely extend an offer to Monte Morris.
Yeah.
I honestly
would
would.
you not?
I would, 100%. Would you?
I don't think I would.
Really?
Can you give me the argument against?
I just don't. I love Monte, man. He was a great part of this team. I just don't know if he's that good anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He hasn't had a great last couple years, I don't think. And I mean, there's a reason he doesn't have a team right now. So he'd be great for the vibes. He would be absolutely great for the vibes. If we're just looking for that, a locker room dude who's not going to play, yeah, sure. But if we actually need, a point guard who can give us like great minutes, I think there are some other guys out there I'd rather have. I'd say
Such
that.
as?
Brogdon,
Okay.
DeLon Wright,
Is Brogdon not like double deep fried?
D'Anthony Melton.
I feel like he's
Those are all guys I'd rather have. But I love Monte. And if we're looking for somebody just for the vibes in locker room, sure.
I almost feel like, Eric, it's almost spiritually similar to the Bruce Brown minimum of, have you been the same player since you left? Not at all. Do you want to come back on a minimum
my
deal
thing
and
is, like,
recapture it?
I feel like he could be used in the same capacity that DeAndre Jordan has been in the last couple of years. He's been used sparingly, but in times that called for it. I don't feel that comfortable with our backup big being Bruce Brown, just plug and play. I also, want a little bit of assurance in that Jamal Murray has not proven himself to be the most durable guard. And so there are times when we've had to turn to the backup to run the show. And I don't know, of all those guys you listed, it's like I agree. There's probably some that are better, but I don't know that and again, I'm not going to profess to have watched Monte Morris's career closely since he's left, but I don't know. It just seems like the right kind of guy for the reasons you said. I mean, vibes are important and like having the right guy around. That's why, we're sad to see Vlatko go.
Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan, it's like he actually provided a very, valuable service just in his presence and his ability to be joyful and happy on the bench.
sure.
And so I don't know. I wouldn't be. I guess I wouldn't saying I would not at all be mad if we did that.
I wouldn't be mad either.
I would look at it as a reclamation project. Like, again, Monte has not been good, but come on back. Like, neither has Bruce, to be honest. Now, different levels of not good, but, come on back and recapture. I'm just thinking, like, they're probably not going to get Chris Paul, who still wants to start, ? Unclear there.
Dude, I do not.
Yeah,
We're
I don't-
talking
I
about
don't want
the
this.
anti-vibes.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Like, listen, you're talking about oh my
Nice.
god. Like you can put your team into the danger zone by putting it in a player like Kevin Durant or somebody that kind of who they are, the gravity that their personality can bring, just like the weight of their existence. We just went through this with Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
It was a pretty bumpy ride at times, but it's like, okay, if you're telling me it would be Kevin Durant, like that guy still has a lot of talent, a lot to give. Chris Paul, I just don't feel like it's worth it, man. It's like, I think he would be a good addition. I actually think he probably is the right guy. But you know what I mean? Like backup point guard, come on, get out of here.
It feels spiritually gross.
Terrible.
Doesn't it? But Chad also pointing out the potential utility in just keeping the roster spot open, having some flexibility down the line. But I do think if you straw pulled a Nuggets diehard right now, they'd probably tell you they're maybe still a ball handler short. So they do.
I do think they're
We've
a ball
been saying
handler,
this
sure.
for a couple weeks or ever
Would
since.
you
the
guys feel
moves
more
came
comfortable
through.
with them getting a serviceable big or a ball handler as the last number?
Ball handler.
Yeah.
We're good on bigs, I think.
You think so?
I think we're good.
Assuming Val comes,
Yeah.
I'm
Val comes,
We're very good.
over.
and then right, and then and then Deron Holmes is the third in line.
Yeah, then
At
you
backup center?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say probably Zeke is more of a 5 than Duran even.
You think so?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Zeke and Duran as the combined in aggregate third string behind Peyton and Val, which I think there is a different kind of, obviously Zeke's still paid what he's paid.
I actually keep forgetting that Peyton or that Jalen Pickett is on the squad.
How? You do a show without him.
As of right now, depending on how big of a rotation they went with, he is technically the backup point
Okay,
guard.
Adam's not here. Let's have real talk.
Okay.
Let's real talking about Jalen
Let's
Pickett.
do it.
Oh man, I think he's good enough. I do think he can shoot. Like I think that he can shoot. Like I was impressed with him for stretches during the last part of the season last season. I was like, okay, I can see it because I do think he changed up his MO a little bit with the way he was playing. Like he obviously didn't speed up, but he wasn't like trying to back guys down, which just seems like folly in the NBA.
Yeah.
I do think he has good vision, and obviously he's a great passer. I just think he's like a little cumbersome and a little slow.
So here's the question you got to ask yourself. And this is based off something you said in the playoffs last year. Could you envision Jalen Pickett playing the Russell Westbrook minutes? Not as many of them,
Right.
but that role
No.
in the playoffs? Because last year you said you couldn't.
I
And
can't.
last year I couldn't either.
You're right.
And so...
But is it all right? So if you get to the playoffs, have you shrunk the rotation enough now that it's just between Bruce and Jamal? Those are your point guard minutes.
This is kind of what I think. I
Right.
mean,
Maybe, yeah.
the phrase "inning eater" I've heard used.
Right, 82
talking-
games. Yeah.
82 games. Can he, can he right the ship, or can he keep the show on the road, everything moving? And I do think he can. I think he's like very capable of captaining the second team, and honestly, at times the first, if need be, during the season. But yeah, I think. I mean, if I am Ben Wallace, I think I'm probably looking there, like ball handler. I think you're right.
I think I would be okay if this is their approach. If they start the season with this team, you start the season with Jalen Pickett as your quote-unquote backup point guard. You have Bruce Brown there, and you see how it goes.
Yeah.
You see how it goes for the first couple months. I think we'll know by then if Jalen Pickett can be, that guy, and if Bruce Brown can handle a lot of point guard duties. And then you have the open roster spot. You're going to have maneuverability throughout the regular season, which is where your cap situation is. Maybe it's a trade. Maybe it's a signing.
Yeah.
I'm okay with them starting the season like this. But I still think we're going to need to bring in somebody else eventually.
Well, and it's worth mentioning too. I mean, keeping an open roster spot allows them to convert Spencer Jones to a full roster spot from a two-way
Right.
during the season if they feel, because Spencer Jones, I mean, we're talking about Vlatko Chanchar, like, and you guys mentioned it the other day. I totally agree. Like, that is the clearest like proxy for a form, like moving off of Vlatko to Spencer Jones. To
Once
me
in a
feels
blue
like-
moon, guys are hurt. Can you play 5-7 minutes here?
Yeah, and like that's a smart guy that I feel like can absolutely give you minutes. So perhaps, I don't know. And it's crazy because I don't feel like they need to get anybody else, but it feels like you should because you can. But having the flexibility is actually pretty like
Yeah,
pretty
that's
big
why I
deal.
think a wait and see approach is the best route to take right now. Probably.
Wash Monte Morris or Jalen Pickett?
I'd rather
seriously,
just.
right now.
I'd
Are we sure
probably
he's watched?
rather.
I haven't watched. I'm gonna have to take your word on
I'd
this.
roll with Jalen Pickett.
Yeah, I think it's fair. I mean, he's been around this team. Like Monte Morris,
Right.
was with that other team, the 7 that doesn't even exist anymore.
And I still think there's also this very likely possibility where it's not a 10-man rotation, 9 or 8, hopefully 9.
Right.
And it's just Jamal and Bruce handling these duties one way or another in the aggregate.
I cannot wait. I'm so eager to see like how this team is
Sometimes
handled.
I forget we got Bruce Brown back.
I forget all the time. I'm so eager to see how David Adelman handles his rotations, like in a regular season. Like we have no idea.
That is true as well. I mean, who are his guys, who are not his guys? Because as he pointed out, they were too deep in the season to try to reevaluate that, right? So like if you were out, you were already out.
Out.
Like Zeke never got a chance. Would
Out.
Zeke get a chance in
Dude.
this rotation?
That's it, right? Like you have a chance to sort of clear the deck and come in And we were talking last night about, I'm sure we were all watching that reaction show. Everyone was buzzing after the Summer League game. We all watched the post game. We were talking about like some of the dynamics that I was observing inside of the gym and like which players are talking to the coaching staff, which players are sort of like hiding in the back, which players are, and of course, does this mean anything? I have no idea, but it is, you are curious to see what it sounds like. What it looks like to see, like, I don't know.
It's one of the most exciting and eventful off seasons that we have covered. Perhaps the most exciting and eventful off season. There's more movement though around the NBA, and so when we come back, we're going to talk about that. We're going to reevaluate the new Western Conference landscape, and we're going to take a look at some of our friends and peers around the country, particularly under the All-City umbrella. Which spots do you not want to be in right now? We'll break it all down.
Phoenix. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just talking basketball. You guys mentioned cities you don't want to live in.
Wait.
On the other side of the break.
Chicago.
Cool city, actually. Cool city.
Guys, check out Mando. Mando is a men's deodorant brand that's hyper-focused on keeping every single aspect of a man's body smelling fresh and clean. Mando overtly calls out more colorful parts of men's bodies. They call them out.
Like, hey, you, Grundle.
Your belly button. It might smell, according to Mando.
More like a smelly button, if I know what I mean.
It happens, apparently. They have great scents, bourbon leather, Cloverwoods, Mount Fuji, Pro Sport, and Mando is actually developed by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. You can choose from a variety of fresh scents. Bourbon leather, Cloverwoods, Mount Fuji, Pro Sport. It's clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone. 12 hours after a shower, the average man's Grundle level odor was a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I really want to know how they got that scale. With Mando, it's a 0 out of 10. Check out the starter pack. Comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, free shipping. Get 20% off with the code DNVR. ShopMando.com. Support our show. Tell them we sent you. Smell fresh or stay drier. Boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando.
Buying an investment property should be straightforward, right? Find a place that cash flows, make your down payment, and start collecting checks, right?
Yeah.
No, guys, that's wrong, actually. Bit of a leading question, I will admit, but that was incorrect. First, it's time to get a loan. Suddenly, you're trying to justify every tax write-off and business expense we've ever taken as a tax deduction and explaining to some mouth-breathing paper pusher why it's good that your CPA made you look poor on paper. By the way, mouth breather, it's a bit derogatory because
it's extremely derogatory.
I can't breathe through my nose.
No, I know. It makes you sound like a Cro-Magnon, which, by the way, I've done we'll get after cake.
I am a mouth breather. So my point is I'm taking that personally. But all the same, they make a good point. Traditional banks and lenders seriously don't get you, but at Cake Mortgage, they do. At CakeHome.com, they specialize in business purpose DSCR loans. Translated to DSCR means debt service coverage ratio, which is a fancy way of saying if the rent covers or nearly covers the mortgage, they can probably get you funded. So if you've always dreamed about owning income property or if you're building your real estate legacy, call 1-800-EAT-CAKE or head to the link in the description because life's better with Cake. Cake Mortgage Corp, equal housing lender, NMLS number 1734623, licensed in Colorado by the Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply. Okay, so some news that was sort of really broken a long time ago has finally come to fruition. Breaking from Shams Charania, the 3-time NBA All-Star Bradley Beal has agreed to a contract buyout with
it finally happened?
the Phoenix Suns, and he plans to join the Los Angeles Clippers on a 2-year, $11 million deal with a player option after clearing waivers. Per Mark Bartelstein of Priority Sports. I do. First and foremost, holy goodness gracious, Bradley Beal. What a monster buyout. That's
the theme of 2025, man. Just buying everybody out.
I said this before, Eric. A year ago, we were like, do you think they'd ever buy Saric out? And
for
it's
for $11. We're like, no
guys
way,
are getting
dude.
bought off of near maxes now. Just like, no thanks.
The craziest thing is that Bradley Beal is not injured. Like Dame Lillard, you're like, well, they had to do something because they can't. They need to get somebody in here to play. Bradley Beal just was grumpy. Like, didn't want, like, It's unthinkable to me that they couldn't figure out a way to make it work, but instead of just taking on this dead cap hit. I need to look. I mean, I haven't looked over all of the details. This is going to affect them for years to come. Yes.
Yes, and they're now like going to be below the first apron. That's why they're doing it, so that the penny pinching is coming in Phoenix. That Bradley Beal trade, I said it right when it happened. We all did.
Yep.
And now we can contextualize it. That I think will go down as one of the worst trades in this era of the NBA.
What did they trade?
They didn't give up a lot to get him. That's the thing.
Right. It
made no sense from the start.
He's a guy you can't pivot away from.
Locked you into that roster, and you couldn't get off of him.
Just couldn't get off of him.
He had a no trade. It was a ridiculous deal when it happened, and it went exactly as we thought it would. It was a disaster.
I know. That's the funny thing is that we were being mouth-breathing jerks.
Yeah.
Just like making fun of the Suns for making wild moves, but we were dead on. Like
totally.
It sounded like we were being haters, but we were actually being like factual haters. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Being a hater and being correct is that's if you can get that Venn diagram to line up. Boy, that's the sweet spot.
It's being sold as flexibility.
Yeah.
Because it gets them under the apron. I think what it really does is save them even more money ultimately on the tax bill than it would have cost them to just agree to this buyout.
Yep.
So I think that's really what happened here. Flexibility is a word you're going to see a lot, but you're not super flexible when you owe $19.4 million each of the 5 years to a guy who won't play.
Bro,
I would have probably just held on to him.
That's
honestly.
what I'm saying. Like you can't.
Why'd they do this?
Okay, so
we know
I
why,
I was talking to our PHNX homies.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't get it. Like he's a decent enough player. He obviously makes way too much money, but it's not like he is unplayable. But it had become so toxic, apparently, in the city of Phoenix. The fan base was attacking him and his family pretty much at all times because, not only was he not finding a role in amongst the big three, which now Kevin Durant is gone, it seems like way more imaginable that he and Devin Booker could have some sort of playmaking off each other, or that he could just be your sixth man or something. But apparently the situation had become so untenable that they just had to move off of it, which I frankly, I don't understand because, and I don't know if you're planning on transitioning to the Clipper side of this.
We are, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that then when you get there.
I understand the impetus of feeling like Bradley Beal there is a waste of time. I just obviously I'm just not buying now they have a ton of flexibility. They don't.
What?
They don't. Yeah, they really
To bring
don't.
in Josh Okogie?
What the Suns are trying to do is they're trying to now short circuit a quote unquote retooling or rebuilding. That's what they're trying to do with this new flexibility. They're keeping Booker. They, got some assets from Houston from the Kevin Durant trade. They're not going to tear it down and be bad and go about it the right way. They're trying to fast track a rebuild here. And it's another just hilarious move from that ownership, man.
Here are the facts of the matter now.
I think Phoenix will be terrible next season.
What it does for the Suns,
I think they're going to be the 10th seed or the 11th seed.
It turns out it's easier to be a predatory lender than it is to run a basketball team, huh? It's weird.
So now the Suns are under the second apron, under the first apron, under the luxury tax, which wipes off $176 million tax penalty. They're saving right now at least $210 million in the tax bill. So that there,
thank God.
That's where you're financially, this is worth it for us, even if we agree to buy out this massive contract. Now they do get, of course, the flexibility that comes with that, the trade and spending restrictions, not being above the aprons, all of that. But they have a mess of a roster. So it's just good luck patching it back together.
They're on 3 timelines over there.
They really are, man. They just picked a center at number 10.
They're excited about their young players, and it seems like they're
every player on their roster is a shooting guard or a center. Every player on their roster.
HBO.
But what that does do is send Bradley Beal to the Los Angeles Clippers, who have had a very eventful offseason in terms of attempting to add depth. Let's start with the surface level here.
Okay.
Norm Powell out Bradley Beal in.
To me, that's a good 1-to-1. Honestly, that's like a good replacement. Replacing Norman Powell with Bradley Beal feels appropriate. Obviously, I would prefer Norman Powell because he's younger,
available,
and just showed that he could
better
be
defensively, I think.
Yeah, and just showed how effective he can be in that actual system. He had a great year last year. But I mean, if you're talking about like, is that that seems like a reasonable replacement to me.
Yeah,
I think so too. I do think you lose out on availability. However, they've done some other work around their roster, of course, notably adding Brooke Lopez as well.
I know. We're gonna have to do it again. Adam's already done it. Do we have to do it?
What?
Declare the Clippers.
The Clippers. I want to congratulate the Clippers. The Clippers have won the offseason 5 years in a row,
and they've
done it again.
They added John Collins
5 years
as well.
in a row, man.
Here's the thing: they have a very nice roster.
They always do.
I think their depth got even better.
They've always got depth.
It feels to me just like last year. Would not want to play them in the first round. Would definitely not pick them to win the title.
The Clippers have a really good team. They're deep.
They're really good.
They're well coached, man. They're the Clippers. Like we know what they're going to be in the playoffs. However, and
I'm still on Ty Lue watch.
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still on Ty Lue watch. I can't just rubber stamp that they're well coached.
But
I think they're very well coached. But I appreciate
rubber stamp it.
How you're always the last to get on a bandwagon.
I really do. Not all band. It depends on the bandwagon.
Right.
Depends on the bandwagon.
That's true.
This one I just saw him make egregious errors against the Nuggets.
Yeah. I think they'll be really competitive. I think just like last year, I'd be like, wow, I don't want to play them in the first round if I were any team.
But we did, and it was fine.
But I also think that they won't. Can you just block the Greek guy who's having the time of his life? I also think they won't win a title. But they are better. They are better for sure.
How about Bradley Beal just only wanting to go to the Clippers? I mean, it is a good spot for him. Is he starting there?
Probably, but here's the thing. What are some of the bullet points of why it didn't work in Phoenix? He didn't really buy in as a third option, which, as we've talked about on this show with Michael Porter Jr., not always an easy thing to do as a guy who believes they could score 20 or more points per game. We know Beal could. Yep. But he wasn't much of a third option. Wasn't super available. Wasn't a great defender. Didn't do a lot of the in-between kind of winning stuff. So now he goes to the Clippers where he can be
sunshine and palm trees, baby.
Let me check my notes here. Oh, the third option again.
Well, I think there's
Bradley Beal does not care about any of that. He wants to go to a warm weather state.
I know.
And hang out in LA and be on like Sunset. Like that's what he wants to do.
Also,
he doesn't give a shit. Sorry, write the report, Tiff. Doesn't give a shit about anything on the court.
Right back in. I think that there's a difference between being a third option on a team, and there's and being the third option behind Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, like extreme high volume, ISO ball, especially when you yourself are that kind of player,
right?
Like that. I mean, that is the
Harden's more of a point guard than anyone else in that.
Yeah,
mix.
but that dude loves to shoot it.
He also does love to shoot, unless it's Game 7.
Unless it's Game 7. Well, he doesn't love to make it if it's Game 7.
He doesn't even really want to take it.
Yeah. So it is crazy. I mean, like, it is interesting. It is interesting. I have to say the Clippers are interesting.
They're always interesting.
They are
man.
interesting.
They have a very good team. They really do.
It does feel like
Batum, Bogdanovic.
They're good defensively.
It does
John
feel like
Collins,
they
Chris
have
Dunn.
several big three teams cobbled together that just happen to be in the NBA.
They are putting just together a hilarious iteration of like players. Harden, Kawhi, Beal.
It's if only this was 10 years ago.
It's just hilarious.
But as far as the non-headliners, like guys that aren't on the big advertisements outside of the arena, they have one of the best kind of supporting casts in the NBA. Zubats, who I think is better than the sort of archetype I just described, but certainly isn't like marketable, isn't your headliner, isn't putting people in seats per se.
He's not putting butts in walls.
But he's butts in walls, that's right, as we talked about earlier. But he's really, really good. He's really freaking good. Brooke Lopez might still be good. Jury's still out. Derrick Jones Jr., Chris Dunn, like John Collins, Bogdanovic, Batum. This is a really, really good cast of others.
They're good.
But I think you're still asking the same question fundamentally. Harden and Kawhi in 2025, 2026, are they getting it done?
No.
Probably not. Probably
the problem is that someone's getting hurt. Someone's going to get hurt for some extended period of time.
Last year they kind of didn't because they pushed their chips to the back end and it still didn't work out.
It still didn't work. Now, but then they've reloaded, and now it's like, are you really going to rely on a full, healthy Kawhi Leonard year? 2 years in a row, and James Harden, and Bradley Beal, and Brook Lopez, and Nicholas Batum. They're all. It's like the senior citizens tour. It's like I don't know, but they could be good.
I think we should figure out exactly how good they'll be in the Western Conference, exactly what the Western Conference will look like.
How would we do
season.
something like that?
Maybe like tiering it live on the other side of the break.
Stay tuned. What a tease.
Don't go anywhere. Put a pin in it.
I can't wait to see that tiers graphic. Empire today, guys, they do floors, and they are the best at doing floors. They did our floors here in Studio A. We like tear the... We murder these floors, man. We are terrible to them.
We do a wild rumpus every
and look,
day.
they still look great. So hit up Empire today if you have any flooring needs, home, business, whatever it might be. Don't go to a big box store. Go to Empire today. With them, you're going to get customer service, attention to detail. They're not going to pull any surprises on you. They're going to give you everything up front and let you know what is going to go into the job they're doing. Flooring experts that will bring the showroom right to your home as well. You can pick the right flooring and the right colors for your space, see how it will look with your furniture in your house, and get precise measurements taken, have all your questions answered so there are no surprises. Clear upfront, all-inclusive pricing. You can schedule an installation as soon as the next day. Schedule a free in-home estimate today. Some things are just better at home. DNVR listeners can get a $350 discount when using the promo code DNVR. $350 off with the code DNVR. Restrictions apply. Visit Empire today /DNVR for full details.
You could say Toyota is kind of like the Empire today of cars. You know what I mean?
I think we say that pretty regularly.
Pretty regularly. If that sounds confusing, let me clarify. Different company, different read, nothing to do with each other.
No relation.
Yeah, no relation at all. Toyota, you know them as car manufacturers and providers, actually. Trucks have always been a part of Toyota's DNA for generations. They built durable legends destined for greatness, perfect for Colorado. I always love that line. I always say this, reminds me of Jokic. So you're right, you guys. It is perfect for Colorado.
Let's go.
Toyota offers trucks for the actual real people that need trucks. Again, I'm from suburbia. Trucks mostly serve to just fill up a parking spot and a half by the grocery store.
To bring home a haul from Costco.
Costco that would have fit into a Subaru. But out here in Colorado, some of you actually need trucks. Some of you are looking for different experiences, though. Some of you want low and zero emission vehicles. Toyota offers more of those combined than any other automaker. No matter what type of Coloradan you are, what you're looking for, there's a Toyota that's right for you. So visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota Arapahoe in Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is a proud partner of the Denver Nuggets and the official vehicle of DNVR. Let's go places. We're back.
Whoa.
And so is the tier list.
Where did this tier list show up?
What did this tier list?
Did Tiff
It's
just
been
take
a
it
while.
Did super producer Tiff just take it upon herself to bring this tier list to us?
Yo.
I think she did.
She's itching to find out our rankings for the Western Conference.
Let me ask you guys a question I should have asked you before the show started. Do you want to do this in order of the teams? Or do you want to do it? Not what I was asking. You don't have a choice. Or do you want to do this like by tier? And we kind of like start at tier 5.
Let's just do it randomly.
Let's go in order of the little list that's pre-made for us.
Perfect. All right, cool. We'll start with the Thunder. They're in tier 1.
Tier A for a-holes.
Do I like saying this? No.
No, dude. Let's put them in tier 5 just for no good reason. S tier or L tier, whatever it is.
Do you think the Thunder win more or less regular season games next year than they did this year?
I'm going to say fewer.
I'm going to say fewer just because we saw what it looks like to have.
They won 68.
They might come out of the gate a little slow because they're tired from everything. 68 is so many games. I can't believe they won that many games.
Really? I kind of can.
Someone says don't put
They were
Utah
pretty
in
good.
any tier.
Yeah.
So they won 68, huh? Is that the regular season total?
Fine.
68.
I'm going to say fewer, but they still have them in tier 1. And they also might
tier
still
1.
win
Fine.
again.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah,
Tier 1.
They'll probably win a couple fewer.
The
Although,
NBA
you know what's
champions.
interesting? I wanted to say because they just won the title, and that's what our chatter just said. Although, that's not exactly how it's manifest. Like, Denver won more games the following year. They just
They
flamed
didn't
out.
win as many in the playoffs.
Correct. Yeah, that's well said. All the same, I think we know the Thunder will be in this tier.
Son of a
Which brings us
biscuit.
to a team we just spent a good amount of time talking about.
Ooh, we're
The
getting
hook-
into it early.
The hooked on Phonics Suns. The Phoenix
Okay.
Suns.
I have them in tier 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Tier 5 is the lowest.
I think I agree with that because we have to reserve tier 5 for just the ultimate bottom feeder.
We don't have to reserve tier 5. We can put as many bottom feeders in tier 5 as we want.
We can also move around afterwards.
That's actually a good point. Should we just lump a bunch of teams into tier 5?
Just put us
I don't-
and the Thunder in tier 1, everyone else tier 5.
Man,
no,
really?
I've got them in tier 4.
I'm really trying to visualize how far it could fall out.
The
for them
difference
is-
between the Suns and one team that I will not name right now is that the Suns are trying to win games.
Yeah.
They will try to win games this season,
allegedly.
as they've been trying to the last couple years.
Is there any argument for them being in tier 3?
I think they're tier 4.
I think the only argument for them being in tier 3 is they have Devin Booker.
Is that a strong enough argument?
I don't think so. Because
4
back
it is,
when,
Tiff.
because back when it was just Devin Booker,
Get in the hell.
they also weren't very good.
Lock it in.
They also have Grayson Allen, Bull, Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green.
Are we sure they have
Colin
Bol Bol?
Gillespie. How does this all fit together, man? And then they have
doesn't.
9 centers. Yeah, tier 4s I think are really good.
It's borderline tier 5.
Yeah, that's my point. It's actually closer to 5 than I thought.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say 4 is good. That brings us to last year's best bad team. My opinion, the best bad team in the league last year.
Have they done it? Have they crept up?
The Portland
out of
Trail Blazers.
The cellar
The
into-
Blazers.
have they crept up all the way to tier 4?
I don't think the Blazers are going to be definitively worse than the Suns this year.
Those are 4. That's another 4 banger. 3?
I think the
5.
Blazers are tier 4.
I'm going to go with 4.
Okay.
I'm going to
Lock
go
it
with
in,
4.
Tiff. We have consensus.
They lost Simons.
We have
I
quorum.
kind of
The
think
Blazers,
Simons
I do
is-
think, are getting a little too much hype right now, and it probably has
Because
to
it's
do.
summer league.
Well, I'm just saying the actual Blazers team.
Well, they
Got
what
Drew
did
Hall.
do?
They got Drew
Drew
Holiday, who I doubt actually wants to be there.
They lost Anthony Simons.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Anthony Simons to me was empty calories.
Who
man.
is going to score for that team though?
Yeah. I kind of think we're gonna have a Scoot Henderson year, if I'm being honest, for real.
I don't, but I'm here for it.
That Scoot Henderson is one of my white whales.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do still have Jeremy Grant.
Yay!
So that's where a lot of their inefficient scoring will come from. You're right. The scoring could be an issue.
Who is scoring? Is Denny Avdia going to be their leading scorer?
Oh man, they really did ship off their
At like
best scorer.
16 points per game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's gonna be Drew Holiday. Like,
Drew Holiday's not. Drew
they
Holiday
tier-
averaged
are they tier
11.
5?
He averaged 11 points per game last
my
year. Drew
God.
Holiday.
I somehow just managed to pull up specifically the 23 Blazers roster, which was not.
I think they're
that was
pretty
very
clearly
confusing.
in that tier with the Suns.
okay,
Okay, let's start with 4. Okay, cool. Which brings us to our friends in Sacramento. I call them friends of ours because they're the Colorado State Rams of the West, brother.
yeah. Nick Clifford actually has looked incredible in.
I
Summer League,
believe
man.
they
he
have.
looks like and it's not just that he's not like making bad. He just looks comfortable. Like,
He brings a lot of utility. He does a lot well
he has
as a
a
player.
swagger about him that it doesn't feel like.
Wynn and I were joking, we're like, he's like the LeBron James of Tristan da Silva's. Anyway,
He might just be the Tristan da Silva of Tristan da Silva.
you might be right about that as well.
It's kind of the same player.
Okay, where
are we
do you
thinking
reckon the Kings are? I have them
3?
I have the Kings in 4.
I'd say 3. I say 3.
let's take a look at the
They're gonna
Kings
make
roster.
they're gonna make the play at least.
The Kings are they trying to put together just the Chicago Bulls of 2 years ago?
Well, they're doing a good
they're at least
job.
Tier 3. I think they have.
What
to be
a
tier
team
3.
this is, man. Malik Monk, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan,
Those are-
Keegan
those-
Murray, DeMontis Sabonis.
I mean, that's not the greatest constructed squad, but those are good players.
Right. lot of
right,
names.
right. They have players.
Like
they
when-
at least have players.
As you compare to the Portland Trailblazers, you're like, I don't even know who these guys are.
Yeah.
Right, which is different. Right. I mean, they certainly have more players than the first 2 teams we put in tier 4. How it's all going to come together.
I think they got to be 3. I think I'm going to fight for 3.
I have them at 3.5, which doesn't help us.
Wait, you got to break the
Break the tie.
Are you a hater or a believer?
I'm definitely not a believer.
I don't think those are the two options, actually.
The Kings? The Sacramento Kings. They're tier 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a cruel leader you are.
They're a good tier 4 team.
Okay. Tough. All right, fine. Hey,
Dario
listen.
Saric bolstering their backup center rotation.
All right, tier 4.
With
Or tier 4
with a full season of De'Aaron Fox, and of course the new youngsters they just added, including Harper, who we love. Shout out New Jersey. The San Antonio Spurs, I think, are one that you could see people maybe put in different tiers if you
For sure.
asked enough people.
This is a Rorschach test. This is a Wemschach test.
I think they're also tier 4.
I do too, but I'm a hater, so I don't know. Like I don't
feel
know is
like they're
won-
any better than last year, are they?
Yeah, I'm saying like all I know is that since Wemby's come into the league, they've won like 20 games over 2 seasons.
He was hurt or not. He was out of the lineup.
yeah, they
last
missed a lot of
year.
games, and Fox missed time too. They basically shut the year down.
Look,
Oh,
they're
man.
probably tier 3.
Oh man,
But do I feel like they're better than the Kings? No.
that's what I'm saying. Like, how are they better than the Kings?
Right, they're an assumed tier 3. Like everyone's assuming they make the leap to tier 3.
Yeah.
To pull a Bill Simmons, are we sure they make the leap to tier 3?
No, I know. Like I see right here. Like if Wemby's healthy, it's tier 2. Why? Because he's tall. He's very tall. I'll
Well,
give you that.
he's a decent basketball player.
He's a good defender.
He's a decent
DeMar DeRozan.
offensive player.
I'm going to say 3, but that also
DeMar
makes me
DeRozan.
That also makes me question the Kings in 4.
That's what I'm saying.
Should we put them in 4 and come back to it?
I think the Spurs are a solid tier 4 team right now.
I'm with that.
Right now, I got to see it first.
I got to see it.
All right, we can revisit this at the end if we need to. No, we can't. It's
we're
locked.
locking
Once we
this
make
in.
the choice, it's locked.
We're locking this in.
I just remembered why I hate this segment.
It's the worst segment.
NBA is a
Totally
tier
kidding.
4 league.
Yeah, because I think the Kings. All right, well, the Utah Jazz are tier 5. Let's
The
get a quick
greatest
one
thing
out of the
about
way.
this is that it cropped the Jazz logo. And it just says AZ, like as.
As
They are ass.
They're in the newly formed tier 6.
Yeah, dude. They are the G League, but that happens to be the actual NBA.
I know.
the best part is they don't even really have a plan. But let's not spend too much time on the Utah Jazz
No,
because
let's
people
not.
in Utah don't even really want to do that anymore.
Nope.
I'm just looking at their depth chart. My goodness.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
For them, like
They have Jaden Springer at backup shooting guard.
for them the depth chart really describes it. It just goes
Jaden Springer.
the absolute
Our Jaden
depth,
Springer?
We like him in the
depths of
draft.
the NBA. The depth chart.
Yeah, that's a brutal one. And then they won't like trade people at the right time. And then when they do trade them, it's for weirdly too little.
Oh my
I don't know what's going on in Utah.
All right. Let's get out of there. All right.
Okay, we're out of that one.
Mavs.
Let's do one more interesting one before the next break. The Dallas
Mavs.
Mavericks.
Give me tier 2.
Okay, 2. Important reminder.
Give me tier 2.
No
What?
Kyrie Irving for the full year.
Give me tier 2.
Well, he'll be back, I think.
Well, for most of that. Yeah, I shouldn't say the full year.
I think he'll be probably back in January,
for
February.
most of the year, I should say.
I think they're tier 3.
Tier 3? I think they're good, man.
If Kyrie was
Really?
100% healthy, I would say.
Why do you think they're good?
Because they have a bunch of big men that are all coming back that proved to be able to play together before. Derek Lively. They've got Daniel
Anthony
Gafford,
Davis got hurt in his first game there and didn't really play again.
If they had Kyrie Irving, I would argue that they were in tier 1, honestly. They're going to have to navigate the season without him for some portion.
Tier 1.
I think that they're good. I really do. Like I think that for as big as a fool as Nico Harrison is, like I don't think his plan was as bad as people think it was. But it just fell off the rails because the guy got hurt right away. I think they got some players. I really do. I could be argued at 3, but I think that they're going to be I think they're going to be interesting.
I would say.
I think they're definitely tier 3.
I have them
you
in
think
3.
they're tier 2?
I have them in 3. I'm going to put them in 3. If they were healthy, I'd put them in 2.
Dude, they have D'Lo starting at point guard.
I know, but they
have a washed Klay Thompson at shooting guard.
Yeah, I'm going to put them at 3.
They have. Are they even? They're starting Cooper Flag at small forward.
Who
That
they
doesn't
got?
really work.
Who they got? Like they've got.
I'm naming off their starting 5 right
I
now.
know, but like,
Anthony Davis, Derek Lively. That's their starting 5.
Max Christie was really good for them.
D-line.
He was. I want
D-line.
All right, fine. I'm not.
You know what?
I'm
Max
not fighting.
Christie was good after the trade.
Oh,
He was.
what
I
are you
co-sign.
doing?
He was good.
Oh, we got it. Okay, let's.
The comment on screen is I agree.
Megan the Stallion bump?
They get that
Oh,
Megan the
man.
Stallion. Well, that's hard to. That's hard
I
to
mean, that
disagree
might
with.
get Klay Thompson back.
Oh, so
in the
Torrey
lab,
Craig,
to
how'd
be
you fumble
honest.
that? But that's a whole other podcast. I'm gonna put him in 3. Put him in 3.
Probably tried his
I
best.
guess we're locked. Guess we're locked.
Again, no reason we
D-line,
have to be locked.
I know.
besides
I
Tiff.
saw you wearing a Mav shirt the other day. I saw that.
Locked.
When we come back, we're gonna hit Denver. We're gonna finish this tier list. But
Do
first,
we have a tier?
oh no, we don't have a third break, do we? All right, cool. Let's not even leave. All right, we have Mavs in at 3, which D-line absolutely hates.
I don't hate it. I'm fine with it.
Man, D-line, I did not expect this.
I mean, listen, I didn't either, but perhaps I'm being influenced by the fact that we have a Dallas
The
market.
Mavs do have a lot of guys. I don't see at all how this roster really fits together.
Someone in the chat just said, "What did I miss? Redo everything."
It's locked. We can't redo it.
I think Dallas is really interesting. I think
Fine.
some people would drop them all the way to 4. I think some people would put them as high as 1 if they were healthy.
Yeah,
I think 3 is probably safe
Fine.
given where they're
that's
at.
the middle.
As a chat that comes in that says 2, definitely for sure. Okay, let's go to a really interesting one that we happen to be well versed in. Ladies and gentlemen, fresh off winning the offseason question mark? The Denver Nuggets, what tier do they belong
tier
in?
1. Lock it
I
in.
think they're in tier 1 after the offseason.
They're absolutely tier
I think the
1.
Nuggets are in tier 1.
Put them in front of Oklahoma City. Just not that it even mattered. There you go. Yep.
Yeah, I think. I think. If
So
we're-
the Thunder won 18 more games than the Nuggets did last year in the regular season.
They did. And I was going to say, I think it could still be a wide gap in the regular season. I really,
Okay.
I think the argument for them being on completely different tiers is I think in the regular season, you could argue OKC is a tier above Denver. But I don't know, man. That playoff series was close, and I think Denver got better.
They absolutely got better. They were in tier 1 before. Yes. Yes. I mean, they don't deserve to go in front of Oklahoma City, but we don't care. This is a Nuggets show. Tier 1.
Yeah. I mean, has OKC done enough to earn a tier by themselves? Probably. But ask me honestly, in my heart, do I think this Nuggets team after this offseason can compete with them?
Dude, it's like a very
100%.
common topic of conversation around Denver, Colorado, that
Yeah.
the Denver Nuggets are going into the season with the best roster they've ever had.
I agree with this.
Do you guys think this is the best roster?
I do.
they have-
If they get big value, I think it's the best roster they've ever had.
I would still take 2023 right now.
I think that roster was more flawed than people remember, man.
It
It was
was.
like 7 guys. Jeff was not good for 80% of the playoffs. Christian didn't play in the Lakers series. So I don't know.
There's not. It cannot be argued to me that the Nuggets are not in tier 1. I
No,
won't
I
hear-
agree. They-
No,
they're
we'll
in
hear
tier
these
1.
arguments.
I think the only argument is like, does OKC secretly break through to some secret tier on their own? But I don't know. Yeah, I agree. People hated those Jeff Green minutes, and he was the 8th guy. I think. I mean, look, it's all
He
on
was
paper.
decent in the playoffs.
I even think that's overstated, to be honest. But look, that team won a title, and this team is still trying to convince the backup center. So it's still all on paper. It's still to be determined. I think before the season starts, though, veil of ignorance, I like this roster more. I really do.
I do too.
Okay, let's keep it moving. The Golden State Warriors, who have an absolutely bizarre roster. Have you looked
I
at
know.
their roster?
Steph Curry for 1, 2, tier 3.
The Warriors are so interesting because they get Jimmy Butler and they're amazing, and then Steph Curry gets hurt in the playoffs. They of course flame out. But what I think of the Warriors is just like not a great team. Though.
No.
But they were with this group healthy.
So
Dude,
can I excite you about the Warriors?
Doubtful.
Here's my exciting pitch: Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler.
You lost me after the first
Are
one.
you doing a Bill Simmons right now?
This is exciting, right? Now it drops off. Buddy Hield, Trace Jackson
decent.
Davis, who's decent.
decent.
Buddy Hield, who's decent. Kuminga, who's still
Good.
talented, but a huge question mark. Pods.
I'm telling you, like having seen an aging parent, things are fine, things are great. All of a sudden, it doesn't go well. Then they're in the hospital, and they're just holding on as long as possible. And that's Golden State. They're just holding.
You guys will
on.
think I'm crazy for this. I would go tier 2.
What?
I
On
think that's
Golden
crazy.
State?
Yeah, I think that's crazy.
I
I'm gonna
think
go.
they're better than Dallas. And I think they're, if I really think about it, without Horford, who it seems like they're going to get, they're probably going to do maybe a sign and trade with Kuminga. I just think they're going to look more like the team that they were after they got Jimmy Butler than the team that they were when like Curry got injured. I'm kind of buying the Warriors a little bit right now.
Oh man,
This feels like a classic. The Warriors are 10% better than you think, but maybe also 10% worse than all of the podcasters right now have decided.
How
in
many
the
real
offseason
guys
they
do the
are.
Warriors have? Let's see. Curry, Pajemski, Hield, Butler, Green.
Pods?
Pajemski, I said
Oh,
him.
sorry, yeah.
Horford, that's 6 right there.
just
Kuminga.
just to be entered in as a guy, like Pods is fine.
Pods is good.
He's fine. He can be good, but he's fine.
I got him in 3. I think I could buy him being better than Dallas, given what Dallas is looking at.
All right. For the record, I have him in 2.
What do you think? You're the tier
You
breaker.
guys have him in 3, though.
3? Okay, yeah. Eric's
No
3
question,
right off the
3.
bat. I feel good about 3. Okay, that moves us to the Houston Rockets, who's going to go somewhere in the top 2 here.
Bro, it's either 1 or 2.
Can I argue they're still 2?
You can. I think they're 1.
that's-
I think they're 1 though.
Really?
They added Kevin Durant, and doesn't have to be their primary source of offense. They have young guys that are getting better. They have Amon Thompson. They have Jabari Smith. They have Freddie Velvet. They have
New NBPA president.
yes. They had a really good offseason. I actually
had a
do
great
think
offseason.
I think they're well coached. I think they're either 1 or 2, and I
Look-
think 2 is a little bit of a hater take.
I would say 2 because here's to me, I have to differentiate from Denver and OKC. Right now, do you guys think Houston is as likely to win a title as either of those 2 teams?
No.
So I think
Not
they got-
even close.
I think they got to be 2.
I
But I don't
think
think they
they're
can be
also 2.
I don't think they can be any lower than 2.
The Rockets are good. I need to see it again. Like they have not proven it in the playoffs.
I mean, they got some players, man. They got some players now.
they do. They got Finney Smith also, a great pickup for them.
Yeah,
I
They
actually
still have
really like
Steven
our
Adams.
list.
they're. Yeah, I kind of think they're 1, man. I kind of think they're 1.
I
Tiebreaker
think
says
they're
2.
2.
All right, tiebreaker says 2, Tiff. Which brings us to another team that's going to be right in this 2-3 spot.
Oh boy.
We just spent a lot of time talking about them. The Los Angeles, the Inglewood Clippers.
Oh man.
I think that they are tier 2. I think they're just like
Yeah,
Houston.
I
I
think
think
you're
they're
probably
really
right.
good. I don't think you want to play them 7 games. I think they're almost certainly not winning the title.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'd say 2 also.
I'm fine with it. Tier 2 tips. Lock it in.
I actually feel really good about that.
No, let's change it. Oh, it's locked.
I think tiers 1 and 2 to me, that makes I actually feel comfortable with that.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
Rockets, you could argue are 1, but I just don't think they're actually on the real contender level the way Denver and OKC are, personally. The Los Angeles Lakers. The
4. Tier 4.
Lakers.
4. Tier 4.
4.
Tier 4.
Someone says this session is biased. Do you think it's possible to do this without being biased? I challenge you. I challenge a single person to do this
The
without
Lakers
holding a
have
bias.
low-key had a terrible offseason.
Yeah, they have.
Tier 4.
They got DeAndre Ayton
I mean, they
because their
theoret-
name
they-
is the Los Angeles Lakers.
They probably should be tier 3, but they're tier 4.
I want to
tier
say
4? Really?
Yeah, like I think
They're clearly tier 3, man.
my brain says 3, my heart says 4.
See, I think the Kings are better than the Lakers.
I don't.
Who do the Lakers have? They have LeBron James.
Luka Doncic?
They have Luka Doncic.
I mean,
Luka and LeBron is something.
Ayton?
It didn't prove to be anything. All right, fine. Tier 3.
Look, I don't think
Tier
they.
3.
I don't think they're contenders.
Fine, tier 3.
I think they're tier 3. But
I think they're 3. I want to put them in 4 as a hater, but I think that is hating.
All right, fine. All right, fine. There you go. Fine.
I think our top 3 tiers are really good. I honestly think the hardest one right now in re-examination is Sacramento. I don't know what to make of Sacramento. Between the 3,
Sacramento, bro. They're Sacramento.
they have way more talent than the other. Do they?
But they're Sacramento.
I mean, they are Sacramento. That part cannot be argued.
You can't deny it.
Oh, this is a terrible segment. Okay, let's go next.
I think it's going pretty well.
Okay, let's move on to the Memphis Grizzlies.
Dude, who are the Grizzlies?
Great question, which I feel like for 3 years has been a question worth asking.
They have Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yes.
Do they have Ja Morant? Are we allowed to count him amongst their players?
I think so.
They have David Roddy. Who do they have?
They have KCP is who they have.
That's right, KCP.
I actually think the Grizzlies are a little underrated right now.
Okay.
They have Jalen Wells, who was too good for Summer League after a great rookie year. I think he's going to have a big breakout season. They just got Ty Jerome, to bolster their bench from Cleveland.
All right.
I think they're a little underrated. I actually kind of want to put them in our tier 3, but they're probably tier 4.
They're 4.
I think they're a real 3.5.
I kind of want to put them in 3.
Let's put them in 3.
But like, why? Like, I don't know, man. They feel like that.
They feel like a 3.5 to me. I want to create a separate tier for Memphis and Sacramento.
I know those two. Truly, they should be 3.5s. Like they are. They don't. Oh man.
Can I just address the chatter who says Nuggets equals Rockets? Get real. I honestly think if you try to be really real about that, I don't think that that's true. One team is the best player in the world.
Real.
One team won a title 2 years ago.
I don't think that person's a Nuggets fan. If I'm being.
I don't care. I think he says embarrassing tiers. I think it's pretty accurate. I think the Nuggets are actually in tier 1. I really truly do.
Don't you wish? I wish we could just like fast forward the time and like figure out what it was and come back and just be like, see?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is tough. Okay, 3. I think I'm fine with 3.
Okay.
Wolves.
The Minnesota Timberwolves.
Are they a 1?
No.
They're a 2.
Yes.
I think they're 2.
Okay. We're sure they're not a 1? What did they do this year? What did they do this offseason?
They
Nothing?
lost Alexander Walker.
Right.
I think they got worse this offseason, didn't they?
Yeah. I have them at 2. I think Wolves at 2 for sure.
All right. 2 it is.
They lost Nah. They have some good young players. Oh, Nah. I'm very impressed by Terrence Shannon Jr.
Yeah,
Okay, this brings us to the New Orleans Pelicans. I have them
Dude,
at
look
5.
at us constructing an almost perfect bell curve.
Oh, Adam Silver be so proud of us.
Nobody understands the law of. No one understands the law of statistics better than the Nuggets show. This perfect looking bell curve we've created.
I honestly think we did a great.
Well, we're not done yet. We've got the Pelicans.
And they're going to go in tier 5. It's going to be a
Tier 5.
perfect
Put
bell
them in
curve.
5.
Are
Put them
they
in
tier 5?
Yes.
Are we sure?
They stink.
Yeah. I think tier 5 is right. Well, wait. Hang on.
There can't only be
Let's
one
pull
bottom
up.
feeder.
Let's pull up the Pelicans roster.
Yeah, let's pull
real
it up.
quick.
They have Zion Williamson.
That's. It does kind of stop there. They have Zion Williamson.
There's a drop off.
They don't have CJ McCollum anymore.
No, they don't. They do still have Herb Jones
They
and
got
Trey
Jordan
Murphy.
Poole in his place.
They got Jordan Poole.
Oh my God.
I
Should he be okay? Suns fan in the chat saying the Suns should be tier 5. Should we change Pelicans and Suns?
Pelicans are bad, man. They're not Jazz bad though.
Yeah, they're not Jazz bad.
But they're not tier 4.
Did we give Portland too much love?
No.
Maybe. Oh man.
No. Look, they're probably tier 5.
I need to know who JMK1578 thinks. We have no credibility. I need to know the official list from this guy.
Why are you getting concerned with the chat?
Well, because it's interesting. It's like to hear. It's
looking like
interesting
steady.
to hear what people think.
Yeah.
I think they're probably tier 5 for the purposes of this.
Guy is arguing upstream in this chat though, but he's doing it with caps, all caps on, so he's winning. Yeah, I really like our list. I really do. I think.
So are we locked? Are we locked on?
Yeah, we're probably locked.
Biggest objections.
Okay, so the ones I feel a little oogie about, a little iffy.
Yeah.
Pelicans, Kings,
Blazers. To me, those are the 3 I'm like
And you'd
most.
put the Mavs in tier 1, right?
Mavs I'd put as the champions.
should
I think they're gonna be good, man. We'll return to this conversation.
Well, okay.
We'll return.
Yeah, we will talk about the Nuggets.
We'll be talking
and
about
the
it
Western
every day
Conference
here
again.
on the DNVR Nuggets podcast.
I think. Yeah, I think it's good. Let's leave it here. It's probably not perfect, but it's close. I think it's really close. Lock it in.
Lock it in, Tiff.
Lock it in.
Fire it down, Tiff.
Notice that most teams are tier 2 through 4. I actually think in the West.
It's Adam Silver's NBA.
I think in the West that's accurate.
Are we confident enough in this list that we created to download it and put it up on our
cares?
Twitter?
Yeah, we just do it and walk away from it. 100%.
Do we lose credibility?
I Apparently, we've already lost it, so screw it. Put it up. Hey, I want to thank everyone for joining us. Tiff, thanks for filling in for
Do we have any
Kale.
super chats?
Do we have any super chats to hit before we get out of here?
With the H, Tiff, we were giving you a compliment. You're screwing us at that moment.
I did kind of sell an outro. Nash Sweden, CP3 Brogdon. Are we adding any new players? We did kind of address that.
We went over that. I don't know. Again, so what's your final feeling on this? I personally think that what I think we were saying, and I feel, is that they should just leave that roster spot open until they need to.
Yeah.
HC 5280. Pickett surviving the Civil War just to get buried by Adelman would be tragic.
It would be funny if
It would be a
Adelman
tragic
hated
comedy.
Pickett.
It's just it's way worse.
It would be a tragic comedy.
New boss, same as the old boss.
Yeah.
And the conversation continues online. Head to Overtime to watch us read literally one super chat. HC 5280, mouth breather should be a protected class. I feel your pain vote.
Me too, dude. Listen. Oh, I was going to tell you. Maybe I shouldn't tell you, but I will anyway. I'm sure this will come back.
Yeah, please. What's up?
My brother took a 23andMe, and we have more Neanderthal in our DNA than I felt comfortable with.
Well, if
Wait. What?
Yeah. Well, because back in the day, because
How does that show up on? I thought 23andMe was like you're Polish.
It just shows your genetic makeup, and we have a little bit of the tall in us. But it turns out the Neanderthals were actually more intelligent. I'm not even kidding.
Didn't we all come from Neanderthals?
No, there was a
Is that
split.
two different things?
There were the Homo sapiens and the Neanderthal, and they cross. And then ultimately the Neanderthals lost out because they were too smart and too beautiful.
So what you're saying is you're better than us.
Well, I didn't say it, but I mean, you said it.
someone said he misread Netherlands.
Yeah.
Cedric says,
I don't think you took a 23andMe test, my guy.
Why would I make that? That is what people regard dumb people as Neanderthals.
What you're 100%, you're 50% or like 75% Neanderthal, 25% Homo sapien.
No, but you had more. You don't want to see that word next to your genetic makeup.
we were so close to just a really clean exit, like a normal.
We're in overtime.
You're right. We're in overtime. This doesn't even
What
count.
the fuck?
Thanks everyone for joining us. If you guys want to know how to feel about the list, on the way out, we got some more feedback. One person said it's a good list, thumbs up. One person said it's a bad list, thumbs down. So I think that leaves us.
But like Julian Strother.
Oh,
He's
yeah, like Julian. We tried. Thanks so much for joining us. We will be back tomorrow, but we will not be doing a post-game show, correct?
No, God, no.
Well, we might have to do an emergency podcast if Toronto has like a big game.
Or if the Nuggets win.
Emergency pod if they win?
Emergency pod.
We'll figure it out. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll talk about something. It'll be Nuggets related.
Let's go.
We all silly like the mayor.